Hi everyone, it's Jerry. I have an instructive game to share with you from round 6 of the 2025 US Chess Championship. This was played October 18th. On the white end, Andy Woodward, playing against Dariusz Swiercz. Alright, D-pawn based opening. Kingside fianchettoed for white. Queenside upcoming for black. C4. D takes C4. Bishop G2. Black makes sure to get on the diagonal right away before there's any tricks on the rook. Queen A4 check. Knight D7. Bishop G5. Dark square bishop exchange. And an early pop quiz. How would you continue here? Feel free to pause the video. Okay, you could take the pawn, the queen, but why play in that way? You'd be unpinning the knight. Additionally, is the queen going to feel comfortable on c4 or any of the c-file squares for that matter? Probably not. With the c5 break nearby, the c-file will soon open. You can expect a rook to be there. The queen knight is the one that is more efficient when it comes to recapturing on c4. Knight b to d2. The queen knight does the recapturing. The queen knight is the piece that gives black a headache in this game. You will soon see this. Same sides castles game. c5 break, sure enough. Rook activity for each. Rook c7, battery nearby. Pin now present. Rook's doubled up. A pawn poison. Rook a8, the queen is trapped. Piece improvement. Knight f to e5, light square bishop exchange, and from here queen f8 is played, placing the queen on a defended square. Computer says that a little bit better is to insert a flight square or even take a step over with the king and defend the queen in that way. Okay, in this one we have queen f8, knight takes knight, pop quiz. How would you recapture here on d7? Feel free to pause the video. Okay, black decides on knight captures knight, and just a move or two from there, white's going to be winning. Just like that. That's how important this decision really turns out to be. Better was to take with the rook. And I want to touch on a couple different variations and show you how we might reach a level position from here. So there's two moves to really test out. Knight e5, targeting the rook, and pawn captures pawn. Let's test first knight e5. In this case, the rook can come back over to c7, and in the case of a capture on c5, you take with the piece, and take with the piece again. Note in this position here, there's no time to now collect the pawn. The knight is under fire. This is considered a level. Also note there is a check in the air. This is one of the moves it wants to play in response to knight d7, this fork. It wants to play queen a8 check, and then rook a5 calls it equal. Another path in this position here, if black had recaptured on d7 with the rook, suppose there is a capture straight away on c5, you can first exchange a pair of rooks and yet again recapture with the rook on c5. Still, no time to take the a pawn, the knight is ready to fall. Okay, black in this game recaptures on d7 with the knight. Pawn captures pawn. Knight captures pawn, knight d6. This rook is under fire, goes to d8, knight b5. This rook is now under fire, a7 now ready to fall in plenty of cases, two attackers in this case. Black now doubles up on the d file. This last move, one little update here with the clock times. Woodward here, Team White, has 33 minutes remaining, and black is already in significant time pressure, has about 2.5 minutes remaining. Okay, from here we have a pair of rooks coming off. Another pop quiz. What's your move? Feel free to pause the video. Okay. Can you successfully take the a7 pawn? No. It's poison. If knight takes a7, queen a8 check is there, the knight is going to fall. So the winning path here, there's only one winning move. It's b4. Give the knight a kick. Goes to e4. And now that the knight is on e4, you can successfully take a7. Note, queen e8 in this position no longer with check. In fact, rook c8 is going to hit straight away, and black would be losing the queen. So this is a clean pawn plus now for white, and we're just looking at, from this point on, the conversion. Knight d7, defending c8, knight back in business, perfect square, material advantage for white, higher quality knight for white, also a safer king for white. Black still does not have a flight square. From here, b5, looking at this jump, has a pivot square, not so fast. There's a pin. Black unpins, knight c4 nearby, rook ready to be cut off from defending the knight, not so fast. Perfect post here for the rook. Knight c4 is played here. If knight b7, there's rook captures pawn. Meeting rook captures knight, rook captures knight. The try here is with knight c4, and now the typical undermining of this piece here. The follow-up is h6, finally gets in that flight square. Now, if black tried something else, knight b2, with the fork here, there's queen captures pawn. So, no problems there. We have h6, a takes b5, up 2 pawns, and the knight has a convenient defender. Knight has to find a new square, b6 it is, possibly eyeing up d5. Forget about it. d5 now covered. Black's pretty much running out of moves here. Rook d7, queen e3, rook back, a little rook reposition, careful where you go, a knight move, and there's rook d8, pin and win of the queen. No hope here for black. Queen d2. Still better not move the knight nearby. There's now this idea. Knight e5, a third attacker, knight takes knight, rook d8, pin and win of the queen. King gets off of that 8th rank. Rook improvement, maybe looking to improve the queen next. Now that the king is on h7, black's probably not going to feel too comfortable with the queen on d3, looking at these discovered check ideas. Okay, nice improvement here, rook functioning like a rook. Queen c8, knight a5, rook c7, and the passed pawn is able to roll. b6, rook c2, and after b7, black resigns. If this game continued, rook captures queen, pawn takes queen, you get the queen right back. Queen c7, there's rook captures knight. Rook takes queen, you're completely winning there. No hope here. Very smooth victory here for Woodward. Going all the way back here to this early phase, I mean, how tempting might it be when you have this queen a4 check to then have the queen be the one to recapture? The knight is the more efficient recapture in this case, and it's this knight that was really the star piece in this game, eventually pouncing here on that d6 square. Anyhow, your thoughts with this one, feel free as usual to leave any feedback to this video in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed it and maybe took a thing or two away. That's all for now. Take care. Bye.